Did you know that true love travels on a gravel road? Did you know that? Miss Daisy and I were coming in. My whole, yeah, that compressor had to kick in while I'm trying to talk, right? Never fails, guys, never fails. Something's always interrupting old Steve-O, you know? I have feelings, you know. I do have feelings. So good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to base camp. What's Steve-O doing today? The beefy beehives. Whoa. I haven't been at this long. Maybe an hour and a half maybe at the most. Got some pallet wood here. Oh, what happened? Our pile is shrinking. Yeah. Anyway, that compressor won't shut up, so I might as well keep talking. Yeah. True love travels on a gravel road. But Miss Daisy and I were coming in last night. We were out and about. And I've got 700 and some feet of gravel road coming into my place. Put it all in myself. Shovel by shovel, 42 tons. 42 tons on that 2-track driveway coming in on a gravel road. Number 57 granite. 57 granite's like 3/4, right? There you go. Thank you, compressor. So yeah. And we were listening to Elvis, and I like that song, that true love travels on a gravel road. So we were sitting there, I said, you know, we passed signs. I've got signs coming in. Keep out or I'll blow your face off, those kind of signs, you know, stuff like that. Dead end with a skull on top of it. You guys have probably seen that. And it says dead end, no, really dead end. Yeah. Anyway. I thought that would be a cool sign. So I'm going to put my son to work. He's been screwing off a little bit. And he has a CNC machine. And so I'm going to have him knock out a nice little sign. I'll put it on a little antique-y looking sign post coming in the driveway as you come in. You can check that out. Anyway. Yeah, we're knocking these out today. And I just thought I would give you guys a little drill on these boxes. How I do them and whatnot. And some of the pallet wood works out great. You can put it on there, put 2 pieces on, and you have a little hangover here. All these boxes have hangover on it right now. When this project gets done, I get all these done. I do everything in, you know, in lots, right? Like I whack up all this in a big wad, get a big pile of that. Then I get a big pile of these, get a big pile of ends, and I just look at that pile and I go, well, I've done this enough to where I can just eyeball a pile of stuff and say, well, that's enough stuff to go with this stuff, okay? Without even counting. I don't count nothing. Because I can't count past 10 anyway. You know, we got 5 on this hand, 5 on that hand. I can't count much further than that. So anyway, this is how I roll. But yeah, I just pounded in these. I line these up, and then I got my screw gun here over here. You see, I mean my pilot bit's 1/8 inch, and then I've noticed this here. I got to add a little more sand to that bucket. You see this one here, I pulled down, and it goes back up. Now this little chintzy braided line, it will stretch after a while. So you can see what I do. I just wrap it around that knot. And this one here, I got to push back up for now. But I'm going to throw some more sand. You don't want too much sand because you don't want to be fighting the bucket pulling it down. You just want a nice, easy, going to get it deal, you know. But as these lines stretch, I just wrap it around the knot. I'll wrap it around that S-hook. So yeah. So all I do here now is just grab this. I've already braided in with my Brad pneumatic. These little El Cheapo 18 gauge, 1.25 inches is what I got here in that gun. So I just quickly come in, and I don't go deep. I'm only going about maybe 1/4 inch deep. Just that. And I'm only putting two per piece of wood, okay? And then I just grab a pile of screws. Again, no counting. And don't get crazy with this, because you can shove this clear through and split the wood. Yeah. Yeah. Pick up the extras, throw them back in my pouch. Flip this box over. I keep the rabbit, the cut here, frame rest to me, because this is the first board we put on to line up. We got to line her up, you know. And on this particular side, we'll use 3 boards. The other one I just used 2. So what you do, you throw these up here randomly and see, and to make sure when you do this that you've got a smidge of overhang here on this end, okay? And then what I do is have, I kind of like a little beefier one at the top. See, this is different thicknesses, as you can see here, different thickness. And this one on the bottom is really thin, no biggie. But the top, up here where you're doing a lot of pry barring and stuff with your hive tool, first thing you want to do is sight down it. You want a fairly straight edge here on the top. So you just bring this puppy over. You bring it over here. You don't need glue with this. No glue. I used to do the glue, and after about, I don't know, umpteen hundred of them, I said, why am I wasting glue? Why? There's no need. I'm putting this stuff together with galvanized deck screws. Okay? I am putting a preservative on this stuff. So what I do is just line this up right here nice and even with the top. You want this nice and even, because if you got it up or down, and you know I sighted it, right? I sighted down this timber. It can be a little wobbly over here. I don't care. If I have a little gap, I don't care. The bees will propolis this crack shut. I just do two hits per board. The beauty of these 18-inch gauge, nails, brads rather, they will bend. They will bend and give. So you just bring down your next one here, feel it with the sides. This is the KISS system, guys. The Steve-O KISS system. Keep it simple, stupid. Beekeeping ain't rocket science. We don't need any Fauci rocket science here, you know. How did that get in there? Drywall screw mixed in with my other goodies. A lot of these boxes I build over here have got wider timbers. So I was eating them up, which is fine. Here's one right here, so, and here's another one. So I can knock out a side with them 2 boards, the whole side. And this is a 10-inch box. This box is 10 inches high. Yeah. So you just mix and match, but the main thing is at the top, make sure you eye down through there and make sure it's flat. And it's better to have a little beefier, a little thicker one like this one at the top. This is a perfect one for the top. So what I'll do when I flip this box over, the next box I will do that. Yeah. These are kind of enjoyable to do. Keeps you out of them topless bars, guys. You know, you're gonna do nothing but get in trouble in them topless bars, guys. So stay out of there, okay? Steve-O is the voice of reason. You guys are probably thinking, oh, Steve-O's probably had experience in them places. Somewhere along the line, guys, you have to have an adult in the room, okay? You have to have a little bit of adult in the room. Okay, yeah, we're coming along here. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. I lost my place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got like only 3 more to go. I knock these out. Now the next deal is I can take pallet wood. I'm going to take pallet wood. See here? That's 7 1/4 basically. Some of these come in about 7 1/2. It's crazy numbers. But we got 7 1/4 on the inside. So I'm going to take and I'm going to set up my chop saw, guys, and chop 7-inch pieces. Okay, just randomly chop them. Then I'm going to set up my fence, my little homemade table saw right there. And you can make that table saw with scrap wood and a $30 Harbor Freight saw. And you can turn out thousands of beehives. And when you burn up that little chintzy ass saw, right? You burn that one up. I've got another one down in there, and I've got another one here. Yeah. So that's the way old Steve-O's rolling today. He's going to chop them, and then I'm going to set up the fence for 3/4. We'll go 7-inch long. I'll set the fence up for 3/4. We'll burn these out. And all I do is here is get all them cut pieces. Well, actually, let me back up. The next thing I'm going to do is set up my saw on the table here, and it's the fence magically that there's a permanent fence on that thing. And would you believe that fence is exactly 10 inches from the fence, inside the fence, to the inside of that blade there. So I can just plow these boxes right slap through that saw and cut them clean off with the bottom. All right. Then I'll bring them back over here. I'll just set this up. I bring down, I think I'd go like, I think it's 2 inches. It seems like I'm doing 2 inches on these boxes. Maybe 3. I'm coming down 3 inches and I strike a mark. 3 inches. That's the top. That's the top of my handle. And all I do is stick it on there and I eyeball it. And I shoot it in with 2 brads. That little 7-inch piece. Then I grab my screw gun, I pile it in 2 holes and take my drill and put in, so it's only 2 screws holding that thing in. That's it. That's it, guys. See this box? It's not pretty. It's kind of ugly. It's kind of fuddly ugly. But you talk about functional. Now I got a whole tub of tall earth. I set up a pickle barrel on a bench like this. Throw the pickle barrel on the bench. And I dump that 5 gallons in there. And I got a brush. Here's my brush. Here's how I put the lid back on. My rubber hammer. And I just take that brush, put on rubber gloves, and slop all over these boxes. Then I throw them aside for 24 hours. And then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to put some stain on it. I've got a whole gallon of stain over there. It's going to do all these boxes. It's going to be like a mahogany look to it. Yeah, those boxes will come out nice. So that's it for now, guys, gals, beekeepers. You get a chance to buy one of my nukes, you'll be traveling, it'll be true love traveling down a gravel road when you come to see me. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.